Check it out, free firewood. All right, I guess we're gonna kick camping season off here. Something like that, right? It's still like 90 freaking degrees out here and about 100% humidity. Normally where we're at, this place would be real busy on a Saturday afternoon, but nobody else is dumb enough to be out here. I fully expect bugs, snakes, thunderstorms, and heat, but oh well. Try to get out every summer and at least go one time. It's pretty miserable around here to do this, but you know, we can't be a complete wuss our whole life, right? Anyway, gonna open up, head back here, and try to get set up before it starts raining. The clouds definitely say we're gonna have some fun. Well, there's quite a bit of water over the road, more than I've seen out here in a while. But we're in the height of our rainy season, so that's not surprising. Just saw one snake, but didn't manage to get him on camera. Well, he flew off there, but I can already see these black flies or horse flies or whatever you want to call them. They're going to be a lot of fun too. Hopefully the tiki torch and the thermocell and the bug spray and all that will get the job done. Try to keep that to a minimum. Well, we're going simple tonight. No fridge because I didn't charge the battery up. Just some basic utensils. I've got the little backpacking tent, the little nature hike tent that honestly, I love the thing. It's really small, especially for me, but it's so convenient. The Gazelle, I really like it, but until I eventually get a roof rack, trying to put that thing in the back of this truck just sucks. It ends up being across everything and you just can't fit anything else, or you have to play Tetris to get everything else in around it. But we've got, used to be an awesome swing out here. I see the swing is gone. Cut way up high too, so I don't know what happened there. Probably broke. And we got a fire pit. It needs to be dug out a little bit because that's just gross. Got the tiki torch going. Somebody else decided they needed a fire pit as well over there. Don't understand that, but whatever. In the meantime, the tiki torch is putting out lots and lots of nice toxic fumes, and hopefully it keeps those blood-sucking flies away. And we're going to try to get comfortable. It may start raining on us. I don't know if it does. We've got a pavilion over there. We'll head over there. But anyway, here we go. No fancy fire lighting, nothing else. I threw 3 fire starters in here and it better go. And if not, I'm going to pour lantern oil all over it. Just not playing games tonight. All right, well, we have a place to sleep for the night. I went ahead and used the nature hike, like I said, and went ahead and used the full rain fly on it. So we got, you know, a little vestibule in the front. Vestibule in the back. And barely enough for a place for me to squeeze in for the night, but that's all I need. Fire struggling, tiki torch is happy. And I think we're gonna get us a cold drink and enjoy our chair now. Well, my friend Dennis is the one that always praises the value of the tiki torches with the citronella oil. I always thought it was just, you know, something to put around your patio while you drank a lot of beer, but so far, well, I stepped in or I don't know if I stepped in, I got into ants pretty bad and they got my ankles before I managed to get some bug dope on, but other than that, I'm sitting here, it's pretty pleasant. So far the crap weather blew over and the sun's back out, so that's good and bad because it's pretty warm. But hopefully, it looks like it's going to go down to like the high 70s tonight, which is not too bad, I guess. It's about what we've got at home, right? So anyway, just sitting here enjoying my fire. All right, well, it's about 10 till 6. Starting to get thunder off to the east again. Don't know what it's going to do. But right now, a little bit of coals going there and a little bit of fire to the side. I'm gonna take this cracked pepper pork tenderloin, wrap it in some foil, and go ahead and just set it on there, get it ready to, or get it cooking. Probably take, what, about an hour? Maybe not even that. But these things are usually pretty good. They actually have quite a bit of flavor to them, so hopefully it's good. All right, well, we're going to start heating up some oil. Wash up a potato, cut it up, fry it up. Wish I'd have brought some ketchup or some hot sauce or something. It's going to be kind of boring tonight, but that's all right. I kind of left in a hurry. Wasn't even sure if I was going to come out here. So far, I'm pretty glad I have, although it is pretty warm. I'm sitting pretty far away from the fire, but it definitely helps with the bugs to have that little bit of smoke going. Plus, we use it to cook our dinner. Well, I think the Dollar General tongs that I bought in Arkansas last year died. Going to say these are done. But the fire died down a bit, so I went ahead and moved everything onto the coals. Everything should be pretty much about done. Get it pulled out and we'll get the fire built up. I'm gonna say I've got about $5 in this meal, and pretty decent to me, and plus I still have half the pork loin left over. Well, the weather's held out. Built up the fire just a little bit and got the skillet sitting here drying beside it. Starting to get dark, and just sitting here chilling out. Kind of bored, let's just be honest. But I figure I'm going to, I don't know, find something to do a little while and then probably head to bed. So I'll probably get back with you before bed. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Well, it's nice and hot tonight, just like expected. But I'm in the tent. Got some big old horseflies here, just dying to come get a piece of me. But so far, everything's working just as it's supposed to. The nice thing about this tent is it is double wall, and there's good space between the vestibule, or I'm sorry, the rain fly. Let's see if I can get this fly. Nope, okay. Anyway, good space between the rain fly and the actual tent, and a good gap at the bottom. You really can't see it through the net with this camera, but anyway, it does breathe. It's slowly starting to cool down in here a little bit, and let's see if we can't get some sleep. Sweat so much I'll wake up skinny, right? Anyway, we'll talk to you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. We got turkey and deer way off in the distance here. I wish I had a better camera. If you look right in the center, you might see them walking around. There's at least, what, 4 deer, maybe 5 right there. Like I said, sorry about the camera. I record this with my phone. But anyway, we're gonna get some breakfast going, get camp torn down. Sit here and watch the nature show for a few minutes. Well, our fire definitely went out overnight. That's fine, but I'm not motivated enough to walk around here and try to find anything dry and build it back up. I brought a small piece of a bag of charcoal with me, and that ought to do the job to get a breakfast cooked. Honestly, not even that hungry this morning, but I'm sure I will be once I get up and moving. I need to go ahead and get some coffee going too. In the spirit of keeping everything real simple this morning, we're just gonna do this instant stuff. My friend John turned me onto it, and it's really good. Vietnamese, I have no idea. I mean, I guess Vina Cafe. Beyond that, I have no idea what it's called. I know they have one that has like extra vitamins or energy or some kind of crap in it. And then they have this one that's just the simple gold label. That's pretty good. But we'll use our MSR stove, Morse pot, and my cup that my friend Ty gave me. So anyway. Pretty sure that boiled in like 60 seconds or something. It's ridiculous. I guess we're gonna sit here now and wait on our charcoal to be done. Got the tiki torch going, of course, and that seems to be helping out. Our deer across the way, they finally spotted me. Pretty funny. There were probably 5 or 6 of them there. They let out some kind of real loud hiss between them, or almost a whistle, which, I mean, I've heard deer grunt, and I've heard them do all kinds of stuff, but I don't think I've ever heard them make quite that noise. But they definitely spotted me and vacated the area, which made me feel bad because they seem to be really enjoying their grass over there. And I'm definitely not here to hurt them today. Well, what I think we're going to do, we're going to make a little bit of a skillet. I've got a potato, a couple of eggs, some ham. Fry it up over there. I don't have any cheese to bind it together or, you know, make it into a quote-up mountain man or whatever, but there's some salsa too. I don't know if we hit that or not this morning. Probably not. But we'll get the fire, get all this on the fire, and hopefully breakfast will be done pretty soon. If you can cook anything more advanced than a Hot Pocket, you already know this, but for the people that can't boil water, when it comes time to fry potatoes, you want to make sure you drop them into hot oil. We would say, how do I know my oil is hot? Drop one single potato in there and wait till it starts frying, and then your oil should be pretty good and hot. If you want to know if it's too hot, it's smoking. Just that easy. Well, let's have a knife discussion while I sit here and wait on my potatoes to fry. Everybody has their opinions, right? But I find myself being attracted to these knives that are probably in the $300-400 range. I know if I were a real outdoorsman, I'd have one that was probably in the $1,300 to $2,300 range. But, you know, what do you really, really need? Well, we saw in one series of Alone, when the Jordan Jonas guy went out with nothing more than a multi-tool. I mean, this guy right here, this Snap-on, probably made in China or something, I don't know. I got it for free. I leave it hidden in my truck just as kind of a, oh crap, I need something type of tool. I've got a Leatherman at home, not with me, because this thing's always with me. And so far it hadn't failed. It's not as good as the Leatherman though. But okay, moving on. A good pocket knife. Now honestly, a $1.10 is probably as good as anything and costs half as much as this does. It's also twice as heavy. This is my one I carry every single day. Honestly, I could carry something Chinese, or I used to carry case knives all the time, but it is nice to have something larger. So if you want to do some slicing, something like that, it works out pretty well. If you've been watching my videos for a while and you're a knife guy at all, you notice I had a Benchmade 940 that I used for the same purposes for the longest time, but I think on one of these trips it ended up in the Indian River or on the island we were on, one or the other, it went away. So I bought this ugly orange color so that next time if I drop it anyway, maybe it'll be easier to find, right? But so far, this one was $100, give or take, 110. So it's half what the 940 cost. And honestly, I like it better. It's not, I mean, it's not gonna make quite as good of a pry bar, but really, why are we using our knife as a pry bar? I mean, pry bars are cheap, but I mean, if that's all you got, I guess. Anyway, you should be able to come out here and do anything in the world with a knife like this. So on those same terms, a Mora Companion. I think I got this one for $12. Just depends on the color and the day how much Amazon wants. They're rarely ever more than 20 bucks. And yes, it's dirty. I just slice potatoes with it, and it's fine. I'd rather it look like it's been used rather than me just sitting here talking crap about a knife I pulled out of the box. Honestly, if you're coming out with modern equipment and not trying to like reinvent society, if between these two knives, you can't do everything, or this knife, or even this knife, but if you can't do everything in the world you need to do out here, you know, go home and practice, do something, sit out in the backyard and whittle spoons or something. But okay, let's say you do want to rebuild society, right? We got the old Condor bush lore, El Salvadorian special, made on German tooling that was brought to El Salvador in, what, 100 years ago, something like that. This one's got the green micarta handle so that it doesn't sit here and, you know, this humid environment I live in, that way it doesn't sit there and start reacting to the moisture in the air. It's not stainless, it's, I think, what, 1075 steel, so it's a bit soft, but I've had to sharpen it just a handful of times. It's done everything I've ever asked it to do, and done it well. Last time I checked, you can get one of these with, by the way, an amazing sheath that would cost you 70 or 80 bucks from any other knife manufacturer. You can get the whole knife for like 70 bucks. It's heavy, it's thick. To me, it's not the best slicer. It's, you know, if you want to baton something or whatever, it does okay with that. Once again, why are we batoning with our knife when, yeah, I know. But I guess if that's all you got, if you're the kind of guy that's just gonna, you know, walk off into the jungle wearing nothing but your undershorts and carry a knife, I guess you might want something this thick. I don't know. For the rest of us mere mortals, though, less than 20 bucks. It'll do anything and everything you ever ask of it. Carry a sharpening stone, sharpen it up every once in a while, take care of it. Plus, you can, you know, being here in Florida, do some stuff on the coast. Stainless, so you can clean, you know, fish, saltwater fish, have it in a saltwater environment, and it doesn't even mess with it at all. But it doesn't have a full tang. Once again, you know, freaking pry bar costs very little. But I guess if you want to spend, what, $3,000 on a knife that you can stick into a vise and bend it over with a pipe and not break it, you know, to replace your, what, $10 pry bar. I think you can get pry bars at the bargain bin at the hardware store for usually like $4, something like that, maybe $5. You can get a decent one for under 20. But if you want to spend 3,000 bucks on a pry bar that'll cut something, I mean, I guess you can do that. Outside of that, these freaking Moras are probably the best deal in knives. Anyway, that's my opinion. Feel free to chime in or tell me why I'm out of my mind. We're gonna go check on our potatoes. Next time we'll have a discussion about these tongs. These poor things died. The minute they go home, they go straight in the trash. They've been on a lot of trips though. Yeah, I think I spent, what, $1 or $2 on them, and so they've done well. But yeah, they gotta get replaced. Literally watch them bend right there. That's funny. Oh, we're gonna finish this off with a little bit of a Seminole swamp seasoning, and it should be ready to go here in a few minutes, maybe less than 5. All right, well, here's our finished product. Some cheese would probably be good on it, but it'll be just fine as is. All right, well, fire's out. Don't know if you can hear the airplane in the background, but of course that adds to the ambiance, right? Tent's put away, truck bed's packed. It's hot, I'm leaving. But it's been fun, I'm glad I came out. It's definitely early in the year to be doing this, but yeah, it's good to come out one time in the summer just to remember what it's like, if nothing else, right? Well, if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you watching. I understand that it's basically just like every other video I put out. I don't know. Florida man goes to woods, sleeps in tent, eats decent food, goes home, right? That's pretty much it. Anyway, thank you for watching. So let's have a little off-road driving lesson here while we're at it. Got this little mud puddle here, right? So, what should we do? Should we put it in four-wheel drive? Should we just go wide open on the throttle through it? Or can we just idle in two-wheel drive and just roll right through it? No gas whatsoever. None whatsoever. This idea that every mud puddle you come to that you've got to just blast the throttle down, blow the hole out, tear the road up, make a bunch of extra work for everyone, tear your equipment up. It's kind of senseless. Now, if that crap's deep, yeah, you want your tires cleaning out. But all these small holes, especially up in Ocala, everybody just wants to go through and just wallow the hole completely out. It's kind of uncalled for. It closes access for us. As much as I like to play too, you got to pick your times and your places. Because especially up in like the National Forest Service, it seems like their idea of management is just closure. Look no further than Blue Sink if you want to know. That's closed. God knows if they'll ever open it up again. You know, it belongs to the people, but they say not today. They say it belongs to them. They're protecting, you know, the people's land from the people, right? So, see these little holes right here? I mean, I'm gonna give it a little bit of gas because I don't want to sit here all day, but I'm really giving it nothing. It doesn't require a whole lot. And I'm not even working to pick my lines through this stuff. If I wanted to pick my lines through it, I mean, you can come through here in a Corolla all day long, or two-wheel drive pickup truck, or anything else. Like I said, I'm in two-wheel drive. I've got extra clearance and pretty good tires, but nonetheless, I'm still in two-wheel drive. I'm not even working hard. So, drive respectfully, folks. I know it's fun to go out there and just raise all kinds of hell, but it comes with consequences too. Especially the 15th time they have to fix the road, that's when they start getting real salty about it. So this will be probably the end of the video. We'll see if we meet any hikers on the way in here. I think it's still too hot. I don't think any of them are gonna want to come play in this mess. I had fun. I probably lost 5 pounds in sweat, but I had fun. All right, headed home. You guys be careful and be safe, and until I make another video that everybody is well. If anything, I could turn on the four-wheel drive so that it wouldn't slip. And that would further avoid tearing up the road, but I'm not slipping at all here. So just idling through.